So today we're making edible Christmas decorations.
Amazing.
In here we've got 200 grams of plain flour, 2 teaspoons of bread soda, and a teaspoon each of ground ginger, cinnamon and mixed spice. In the pot here there's 50 grams of butter, 100 grams of soft brown sugar and 100 grams of golden syrup.
That's all the good stuff, isn't it?
All the good stuff. So the first thing we need to do is melt the butter, sugar and syrup together. So I'll just pop that on the stove over here.
I've never made gingerbread men before, so is it hard?
No, it's actually really, really easy. There's just a couple of steps involved, but it's really simple.
Grand, okay, so that's melting away.
That's melting away, and while that's melting, we're going to mix together. We're going to sift first of all, just make sure there's no lumps or any little bits in the flour. And then we've got the bread soda. It's sometimes called bicarbonate of soda, but it doesn't really matter. It's in all supermarkets. And then our mixed spices as well.
Nice. Now this smells incredible. It smells like Christmas. What is that?
It's so Christmassy. It's the mixed spices, so it's what you smell like in all your candles at Christmas.
Yummy.
So we're just going to sift those together, make sure there's no lumps or anything left in it.
It smells so good.
It's delicious, isn't it? Wait until the butter goes in there.
So this is nice and melted.
It's all melted, so we're just going to tip it into our flour mixture. It's a little bit hot, so just be careful. So we're just going to mix that all together. The next thing we have to do is get some cling film.
Right,
like
I'll
this.
get these out of the way.
Perfect.
I'll be your helper for the
Great.
day.
It's always nice to have an assistant. We're going to wrap it up.
Does this look like a little trick?
It's the lazy man's method.
I love it, because I'm incredibly lazy. Brilliant. Okay,
So we're just going to wrap it up like that and pop it into the fridge for about half an hour just to firm up. So Blonde, we're going to take about half of the dough and put it onto some grease-proof paper like that.
Okay.
And we'll pop another sheet of paper on top.
And why do we do this?
So this is going to help the dough not stick to the counter.
Okay.
And it means that if there's any problems, we can just push it back together with our hands.
Great, okay, so...
Do you want to give it a go?
I totally do, I really, really do. Okay, so I just go for it.
Just go for it. And if you see it beginning to crack, just push it back together with your hand. You want to roll it out to about the thickness of a €2 coin.
Have a little peek.
Perfect.
Looks lovely. So
now we have our cookie cutters here.
Brilliant.
I think a nice Christmas tree would be.
Let's go for a Christmas tree. Great.
It's so simple, isn't it?
It is actually really, really easy.
So with this recipe, you'll get about 12 to 15 decorations, depending on the size of your cutters. And then you're just going to pop it on some baking paper on a tray. So Blonde, while you're doing that, I'm going to poke a little hole in the top of the decorations just with a chopstick.
Of course.
Because we're going to hang these up on our tree. We're just going to pop that into an oven at 175 degrees for about 8 to 10 minutes. And here we have our gingerbread.
They smell so good.
Fresh out of the oven.
Okay, so for the decoration, we're going to use white chocolate, right?
That's right. So we're going to pour the melted white chocolate into the piping bag.
Okay, we're ready to decorate.
Time to decorate.
Now,
don't be nervous.
I know, I'm a little bit nervous with this because
nervous.
it's white chocolate and I'm worried that it's going to dry up and harden real quick.
It won't. It'll be slow enough to dry, but you don't want it totally runny. So you want to give it a go?
Okay, I'll give it a quick go. So we're ready to turn them into decorations.
All you have to do is get a little bit of ribbon like this, and when the chocolate has cooled and hardened, just very carefully pop the ribbon through the hole that you've made and tie a little knot at the top.
Easy peasy. Oh, it's such a nice thing to do, isn't it?
And you can pop those on the tree, around the house.
So there we go. We're ready for Christmas.